Good morning, family. Thank you again for tuning in to another video. Hope you guys are having a blessed Tuesday so far. First Peter chapter 5, verse 8 states that be sober-minded, be alert. The devil prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. These devils, these demons that come into our life, when the mask drops, when they show their true selves, there's no unseeing it. And we all can admit that prior to that mask falling, there's subtle signs, there's subtle cues that something's just not right. We feel it deep inside of our spirit. We feel it just by the way they engage with us, especially in the beginning of the relationship or the friendship, where there's nothing but flattery that can be overwhelming. They compliment you, which compliments, there's nothing wrong with it, but they over compliment you, kind of boost up your ego, make you feel great, make you feel good. And it's all part of the plan to get you, emotionally involved with them, I would say. Get you to bring your guard down and share details about your life. And it's always in the beginning, always in the beginning of the friendship, the relationship, the situationship, that things appear to be great, better than that you would ever imagine. But over time, it could be weeks later, a month later, you just start seeing little inconsistencies. And during these times, when you feel something's not right, it's the Holy Spirit that's in you, child of God, just letting you know that things are not right. Us being humans, we have a tendency of not trusting our intuition, not trusting the signs that God has given us. We think, oh, this person's just having a bad day, or, maybe there's something I can do differently. And these devils that come to your life, that's how they want you to think. They want you to think that it's you and you're making them this way. They're upset or they're acting this way because of something you did. That's just falling into the snare of the enemy. And you just got to realize that someone going from being there for you, compassionate, to treating you with disdain, that's not love. That's not genuine love. That's a form of manipulation. And another factor is when these people come into our life, we create potential. We see the potential in these people. We think that, they just need to be loved more, or I need to show them a little bit more care. I need to show them that I'm there for them just by my words and actions, which is good. It's good if that person on the other end, that entity on the other end, can reciprocate. But if you feel like your energy is being drained in the process, that's not from God. That person wasn't sent from God. That person was sent from the pits of hell. That person, that friend, was sent by Satan himself to get you off course, to literally drain your energy. That's why the term energy vampire is definitely aligned with these type of individuals, because all they want to do is take up your time and take up your space. And you start to see that, the more that you are around these people, giving them your time, giving them your energy, either over the phone or in person. And, if you are of the faith, you got to expect that people who just come out the blue, people that you encounter, you got to expect it, that most of these people sent are agents of the devil, are there to get you off the course that God has called you to be on, to get you to go backwards, to get you more invested in them than on your purpose. Because being a child of God, we all have a purpose. We all have a divine mission. And ultimately, we all have different lanes that we may walk down to achieve certain goals. But one job that we all have, being a child of God, is to preach the gospel, share the gospel with our fellow neighbor. And obviously the devil doesn't want you to do that. The devil doesn't want you to share with the world his plots and schemes, how he's out to steal, kill, and destroy. The devil doesn't want you to share that. So if he can't get you himself, then he's going to send somebody, because the devil is a spirit. He's going to send somebody to try to get the job done. That's why it's important. It's very important. And this is one thing I learned myself along this journey, is it's very important to, lean on God through all things, not some things, through all things. Because God is always warning you because of his love that he has. He's always telling you that things are not right. Avoid this person. And sometimes because we, not maliciously, but we just feel like things could not be as bad, we tend to ignore God, and we just keep getting the worst aspect of a situation. We keep seeing those horns come out, but we just keep thinking that, they'll get better, or things will get better. And that's the potential that we tend to hold on to when it comes to these individuals. Even though the reality is right in our face, even though the reality of their true nature is right there. And God doesn't want us around people who are just toxic and not genuine. God sends people into our life to be helpers. The devil sends people into our life as counterfeits. He sends people into our life to, in the beginning, show us that they're willing to help, but their fruits don't produce the action of real help. That's why they're called wolves in sheep's clothing. And, you believing in God wholeheartedly, he's only going to allow you to go through something for so long, even when he's giving you the warnings. And that's why, all praise to the Most High. That's why you guys that love God, you should be grateful when these people are just gone, when the mask reveals itself. Because you being his child, he will only allow certain things to go on for so long until either you are just like, enough is enough, or he'll literally just rip that person out of your life. Because he hasn't designed you to fail. He has designed you to be spiritually strong, because it's a spiritual warfare. We are not fighting against flesh and blood. We are fighting against spirits. Everyone has a spirit. And these devils that come into your life, sometimes they know they're working for the devil. That's the crazy thing about it. Some people, they know for a fact that they're the devil's child. And some people unknowingly know that the devil's working through them to get to you. But just know that every encounter you have with evil is just to elevate you to higher spiritual growth, to make you better, to make you stronger. And God is in control of the light and the darkness. So God, anything the devil does, God allows it. That's one thing you got to understand. Everything that the devil is able to do to you, God allows it, because he wants to strengthen your faith. So when these people come to your life, it's, you got to look at it in the sense of it being a blessing, especially if you don't go the course of letting the relationship or friendship go for so long. Like, you just see what it is in the very beginning, you cut it off. That just shows that you are just, strong in your spirit. You're strong in the Holy Spirit that God has given you gracefully. But even if you're not producing those results in the beginning, you just uncovering things for yourself over time, and you just deciding like, enough is enough, this person's not right for me, like something's wrong with them. It's just something that you gotta remember and not forget. Never let your guard down. That's why it says be sober minded, because we are living in times where there's a lot of snakes in the grass. There's a lot of people who are not who they say they are. So trust in the Most High God. Always pray. If you ever feel uneasy about something, ask God for guidance. Ask God to show you the signs. And he will show you the signs. He will show you the signs. Either that gut feeling, or that person that you're dealing with, those group of people you're dealing with, they'll even tell you out of their own mouth who they are and why you shouldn't be there. They won't be direct. It'll be more of like a condescending type of way, or conniving, way. But God, like I said, God works through good and evil. So sometimes they'll tell you, or just by their actions, by them being wishy-washy, hot then cold one day, not there for you in your time of need. These are all signs God's telling you this person is not meant to be in your life. Take heed to the warnings. God is our Father. He knows things. He knows the beginning from the end. And if you truly trust him, you will allow him to guide you, and you'll take heed of his warnings, which he always will give you when you're in these toxic situations with people that he doesn't want you to be around. Thank you for everyone who's watched this video. I hope this resonates with you. Till next time, YouTube, y'all take it easy. Peace, family.